you started walking.
I wasn't running anymore because the assignments can come when you least expect it. The assignments can come. That could be the rich or the poor, the sickness and health, whatever the assignment may be. It could be learning to. Okay, Stephanie, this is what you normally do, but now this is what needed. You have to be able to shift within your assignment, because you may get an assignment today to say, okay, we're not going to cook today because he got to work longer, so you just cook tomorrow. Make sure you cook enough for him to have for 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Or for you guys to have 2 days. So your assignment shifts. So I think within a marriage, you have to be able to recognize that you have a new assignment. Then once you recognize, now let's see how to move forward within that assignment.
Yes.
So yes, I think I was ready for the assignment. I don't think it had to been given to me. I already knew it.
How do you explain your assignment? Like we say assignment, but
I'm thinking the vows within the marriage, the relationship, what we set up as a goals and what we set up, what we want to accomplish as a couple, what we want to, for as respecting each other. All of those are assignments to me, because those are things that we want to get done. Those are things that are important to us, or sometimes there are things that you may not necessarily chose, but you have to work through it anyway.
Right.
So
yeah, those assignments can change day to day.
So what were the assignments? How do you feel?
Well, the assignment for me, I don't want to keep saying assignment, but I just said it again. But it's the role of that partner.
Okay.
They say beside every great man is a great woman. You know, whether it's working on, myself.
A better person? No. Because you have to be a better person within the... Think about it. You have to be a better person to be a better wife.
Right. But not a better person, because I'm a good person.
But we always... No. Really, Dana? That's what you're going to say? I'm sure we both feel like we are good people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we always have things to work on to better ourselves. That's what I'm saying.
So having goals, right? So having those, whether they're individual goals or they're partner goals for the betterment of the relationship.
Yes.
And the household.
Yes.
So always working to improve, and stay up to date, but improve myself. Communication.
Yes.
Being that soundboard. You have a spouse that is a good communicator, and just being able to listen.
Yes.
Also being
able to listen.
Understanding the conversation, or just being abreast of what's happening in his world, so that I can be a good listener and I could add some value to the conversation.
Right.
Being well-rounded and knowing what's happening in the world and current affairs and things like that, because that's good communication.
Right.
I remember my sister asked me at my 20th year anniversary party, afterwards, she looked at both of us. She said, "What do people who have been married for 20 years have to talk about?" It was a surprise to her that, like, we talked all the time, right?
Right.
And just being able to and how to prepare for those things, right? Also, what you fall into those roles. I don't want to gender role and say anything that, my role is to take care of the house or to cook and clean. I'm not saying that.
Right.
What works for each couple in each relationship,
that's what they do. Yeah.
That's what you do.
Right.
But know your assignment, right?
Yes.
Know how your household runs and have that discussion. Right. So
conversation.
Yeah. So I'm good with that. So we had that. It might change from time to time,
because he could cook.
Because he could cook.
Okay.
And he cooked very well.
According to his daughter.
So my assignment was to keep encouraging that, right?
Bring the food.
Ooh, baby, you can cook. Oh, baby, I like the way you do that, baby. Oh, baby, that food tastes good. Let's say, so you encourage that cook, and you'll encourage him to do it more, and you don't have to do it, right?
Okay.
And so that, hey, if you want that, that position, by all means, take
Right,
it. However, if I get home first, the kid's not going to starve. I'm a cook.
Right.
And when you come home, you got a meal too.
Right.
So I understood where I fell
in the assignment.
That's
good.
You know
That's
what I mean?
good.
I don't mind taking out trash, but you do it so well. So
I'm the opposite. I mind taking out trash.
I mean, I do, but if you working and you're
that's
you're
different.
out,
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
take it out.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm saying just knowing how to do those things in the event that I have to do them.
Okay.
But it was just kind of like almost we didn't even have to have a discussion. We just kind of like had this special flow about
Call it rhythm.
a rhythm.
Call it rhythm.
The rhythm. Yes, it was like that. It was a great rhythm. And one time, and Erica, my oldest, can tell you, Z created this household kind of like chore responsibility calendar.
Okay.
I still have that binder. So it was in a binder, and it told us, it broke down who takes the girls to daycare.
Okay.
On which days, who was picking the girls up.
Okay.
I ain't lying. I will show you that book.
Wow.
Who was cooking on Saturdays or whatever when it came time to cleaning.
Okay.
Who was doing which room between, the adults and also giving the kids some chores. It was a great rhythm, and we were all in.
Okay.
Because it didn't fall on just one person to maintain things. It was a great give and take relationship.
Okay.
And people say, is a relationship 50-50? I think a relationship is 100%, because I'm a whole person coming into it.
Okay.
And he's a whole person.
Okay.
So I'm not going to give you 50% of me.
Okay.
Just to make 100.
That's good. I like that. I didn't look at it that way.
Dropping them nuggets.
Yes, you
dropping them
did.
nuggets. No.
That's good.
No, I had to look, because people always say, well, a relationship should be 50-50. No, it's 100-100. I need all of you.
Okay.
So what about you?
That's good. That's good. It's like you're saying, for the assignment, I think it does changes, and I think that we as wives, we pick up. Not when I say pick up, we discern. Okay, or you should discern him, or whoever your spouse may be. So that within the family or within the couple or within the relationship, so that you can have that rhythm. That's one thing that I do miss, because we had a rhythm. You know how you say, people say, gonna say the word before you say it because they know what you're finna say.
Right.
I just love the rhythm that we had. I knew when he meant what he said, the way he looked at me,
Right.
or I knew that I better be quiet.
Yeah.
That's it. He's done. People always thought, because I talk fast, and sometimes I talk fast, sometimes I talk a lot, but he was more laid back. But I knew when I needed to be quiet, because I learned my assignment.
Did y'all have that like clue when it was time to leave something?
Girl. I ain't saying it on here though.
Don't tell people your clue, because people might remember.
Right, that's what I said.
remember when you did that when you were at my party, girl. It would be like, okay, when I do this, right?
Time.
It's we heading for the door. You know what I mean? Or we saying our goodbyes, just different things.
Isn't
like that.
funny? And I love when you said something about the vulnerability. That is something that I always try to tell people. That's within the marriage. Nobody knows that. So when other people from the outside, even family from the outside, try to tell you about the vulnerability or about your relationship, they wasn't there, so they don't know, because they are not a part of that assignment.
Right.
You are a part, or you and him are the assignment. So we don't need, or other people,
outside influences, and
Yeah.
you don't need to be aware of it. And that's part of that tight end too, of being that tight end, that blocker for the children or for the family or outsiders or other people. I saw that tight end as that person. And even like when he became ill, nobody, based on what we had decided, of those who are aware, we don't need to put that on Facebook.
I totally
We don't
agree.
need to put that, you know what I mean? So it understanding the assignment and what we had planned was for us.
Yes, that is so good because, like you said, understanding the assignment for us within the marriage, within the relationship, the assignment is for you and him. And when my husband became ill, it wasn't for everybody. It wasn't for everybody to know. It wasn't for everybody to know the details. It was between me and him. And I got a lot of feedback, negative feedback once people found out. But why you didn't tell me? Because that wasn't what we decided on. What we decided on was what we decided on. And I don't have to share that with you. So like I say, you have to, once you're in the relationship or in a marriage, I think that it's important for you to know your assignment, learn your assignment, because like I say, it does shift, and when sickness comes, it's a totally different assignment.
Right, but stay true to that assignment.
Stay true to that assignment. Yes.
Don't let any outside influences and other people, and that's not to say, we're not saying to be foolish, right? And if during those vows and all of that something becomes damaging or threatening to your life and all of that assignment can't change.
Right. You get up out of there.
You get that assignment some help.
Right. Yes.
You pray about it and then you make a decision.
Yes.
But what we are saying is, whether it's an assignment on your job, your children, your spouse, just yourself, overall, just understanding it.
Yes.
Understanding it, working on it, staying committed and true to it.
That's it. Staying committed and true to it. I definitely agree. So when your assignment and the things that came up, were you ready for all of your assignments, would you say?
No.
Okay.
No. I think there are preparations for something.
Okay.
But there are some things that you cannot prepare for, that you're not prepared for. And so as those things come up.
So how did you handle them? That was my thing. I know when some of the assignments that came up, my biggest one, was the illness, When that came up, I felt cheated. I felt that why me?
Yeah.
Why him?
Yeah. Right.
So I can't say that when the assignments came up with the illness, I was ready.
Yeah.
I was not ready. I didn't want it, So I had to regroup, refocus, and begin to understand the assignment.
Yeah.
Stay committed. Stay true to it.
Yeah, it's like again, when we say we wasn't prepared for it, because you're not expecting it.
Yes.
But those vows did mention it.
Right. But you're
not expecting any of it, right?
Right.
And so, no, I wasn't expecting it, and I wasn't prepared for it through prayer, through, support and counseling. And just, looking at day to day, it was like daily bread for me.
Okay.
Like I focused on that scripture, daily bread.
Daily bread. Okay.
And so I looked at the situation each day.
Okay.
And it looked okay. Because if I got ahead of myself, I got worried and anxious.
Yes.
And so I couldn't do that. And so each day as I looked, and everything seemed okay.
Okay.
And he was okay. I said, okay. I can't worry. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm given this opportunity today.
Okay.
And so I took it day by day.
Most definitely. Definitely had to take it day by day.
And that helped me with that period.
Okay.
And that period then changed and everything was great and went back to normal. And I thought back, I was like, wow, if I would have been like worried for the past like 3-4 months and then, he became well again, I would have missed I'd have been like losing weight, stress and all of that for 3 months. And I looked at him and he was doing good. He was like working, he was exercising, he was doing all of that. And I was like, okay, we're going to be okay.
Okay.
Regardless of what was handed to us.
Okay.
We're going to be okay.
Yes.
God gave me that assurance that you know, these things come